What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Guys, we have done the testing. That's right. We're going to let you guys know whether Jung is worth summoning for us. As well, we're going to talk a little bit about how to get the Shadow Monarch, and I'm going to be doing some gameplay for you guys and a little bit of math in terms of what you need to do in order to max him out. Whether you're free to play, pay to win, it doesn't matter. Just certain things you need to know about him. And then eventually we're going to do a gameplay video for him as well, so you guys understand how to use him and where he's going to shine the most. All right, so first off, Jung. Let's talk a little bit about Jung first. And before I talk about Jung, though, real quick, content creator program going on, guys. We've got 3 new codes on the way, and if you haven't already got the most existing code, make sure you log in and get it, because it's going to give you 100 keys plus an extra WOBL ticket, which you can use right now. Now remember, with WOBL, I'll be doing a full guide as well for free to play. I'm almost done I'm at bronze fight with the Sun Janu on tier 9. We're gonna do tier 10 with pay to win. Eventually, can't do it on my free to play, unfortunately, but we'll get tier 9 done for you guys with free to play, so you guys understand how to use it. Yes, and Essel is the toughest fight in the entire place. All right, now with this being said, 3 new codes on the way, guys. Make sure you hit that support button, get yourselves in, and get yourselves into the program. It's free, it's easy. You get codes all the time sent to you, and cost you nothing. So just go in and join. All right, so when it comes down to Jung as a character, she is a force to be reckoned with. And quite honestly, a lot of people have been asking me, hey Payne, during the testing, what is the sweet spot? And I want to compare her to Gina. So we're gonna do exactly just that. We did exactly just that. So we're gonna talk to you guys a little bit about what she offers in the game and why you want to use her, and maybe why you want to get her. Now, is she optional? Absolutely. I did try to summon for her with my tickets that I had remaining without using any Essence Stones, and I didn't get her on free to play. I am still on the fence on what to do about her, guys. So if anyone asking, am I going to summon for her on free to play, that is still up for debate for me. I wasn't sure 100% if I'm going to summon for her yet, but I do think she is an awesome character, especially with what she brings as a unit to Liu Zhigong specifically. And if you guys take a look over here around her passives, this is where she gets kind of crazy. So a lot of people are like, hey Payne, where's the sweet spot? So let's go over some of these numbers and you guys can see where she kind of shines, right? So first off, A0. When you have her at A0, okay, so you can see Liu did 301 million DPS on the guild boss with her in the team. This is with Gina in the second team, of course. And then over here with A1, she increased it by 63 million in terms of damage. So right there, you guys can see it's a fairly decent increase for her, and everybody else also got a little bit of an increase. Well, not everybody else, specifically Sun Janu, but nonetheless, that was probably just a little bit of luck. And then A3 really is where she starts to shine a little bit. A3, he went up to 422 again, another 60-ish million increase again, and everybody else also got a little bit of that buff as well too. And then when it comes down to A5, it's absolutely bonkers of an increase. You guys can see here, he got 669 insane 669 million damage versus, or is that trillion? I think that's maybe trillion damage. Billion damage, whatever it is, some crazy number. Either way, it went up by 240. So 240, right? So 240 billion, I think that's billion damage in terms of that. How many zeros do we got here? Yeah, I think it's pretty sure that's billion. So you guys can see it's pretty insane, and everyone else obviously benefited from it quite a bit as well too. So this is a pretty big indication that if you stop at A3, you're really not getting the full potential. You're gonna want to go to A5, and it's very different, guys, in terms of numbers for him. Now we took Gina and did the testing as well with an A10 Gina, and the numbers looked a little bit better. Like he did 479 here. Don't look at SJWs. Look at his, right? 479 there. Fern did 162. Fern was not on this team, by the way, but you guys can see with Liu Zhigong here, this number would have been much lower if Fern wasn't there to offer her debuffs, but she is in the team, obviously. So 479, I would compare this probably to an A2 and A3 version of honestly, yeah, I think that's pretty fair to say. I say A3 version, right, of the newest character. So that's the main thing to remember. And honestly, when it comes down to Jung, her main thing is the buffs that she provides everybody, including Liu, because Liu's going to have the most amount of attack power, so he's going to get the most amount of benefit. So what makes A5 so powerful specifically is the fact that she offers this passive right here. It's actually kind of crazy. When Holy Bound effect is enhanced, when the user or fire team member uses a basic skill, she gains 10% of her charge of her cooldown, Warm Resonance, and then when orbiting hits, it changes to inflict 5 wildfires. You guys can see all of these buffs that she provides increase insane amounts. So increased by 25% attack, crit hit damage by 40% whenever any of these are active, grants immortality, and then right here, Resonance gives fire damage by 30%, fire basic skill damage by 40%, grants a shield, increases overload damage by 20%, and then Resonance over here, of course, increases ultimate damage. All of this stuff, burst damage, etc. All of this is built specifically for Liu. So if you are somebody who plans to use Liu in action and wants to use him full time, you definitely want to have her on the team, because she is going to make his numbers skyrocket, and that's something you definitely want want to have, especially if you're a player who enjoys playing guild boss or any POC kind of stuff, right? And that's the main thing. Is she a necessity? Absolutely not, because I don't think Fire is going to have its time to shine for quite some time. But if you are somebody who plans to do guild boss pretty heavily, then you may want to consider going for her, right? And you guys can see right over here with Ant Queen especially, just for the record, by the way, they really didn't reduce the amount of damage increase for the bosses, but the main thing to note is that damage increase for the bosses right now don't matter because the Ant Queen has literally no damage increase, so we can't really even test how much of a difference damage increase has made or has been nerfed, because the Ant Queen is all damage, oh sorry, not damage, defense pen. We don't know how much defense pen has been nerfed because all she is damage increase. Like, you don't use defense pen on the Ant Queen, it's all damage increase stuff. So it's a little bit weird for them to say they're making adjustments for damage for defense pen when this boss is literally has never been a defense pen boss. It's been a damage increase boss the entire time. But you guys can see right over here all of the buffs being provided in the bottom right here, right? You guys can see 1, 2, like there's 3, 4, etc. And then you've got all the debuffs up here. There's the burn debuff, or not burn, but that new debuff that she has to offer. So everyone here is benefiting, specifically Liu's benefiting the most. So this is an A5 version. You'll see the countdown here with Liu's numbers increased. And honestly, like when it comes down to rage, I didn't do that much rage only because I was testing Liu's numbers. If I had Fern in this, it would probably be a way different result. But right now we were just showing Liu's numbers with Jung on the team versus not having Jung on the team and just only having Gina. So again, when it comes down to it, guys, as it sits right now, she is not going to be a necessity. Okay, you guys can see right there, 669, 816, 227, 419. So those are the numbers we just saw. And yeah, that's my face right there because that was a pretty big difference compared to what it was before. Now, when it comes down to her, as free to play, I will let you know my decision closer to the end of the summons once we get a little more detail of who's coming out next. I'm pretty sure the next unit is going to be a buster. So free to play players, be very cautious on what you plan to do here. I have 117, 318 tickets, or Essence Stone, sorry, and I have no tickets left. I just let fate decide whether I'm going to get her or not, and I didn't get her, so I told myself, you know what, that is enough reason for me not to keep summoning, and I will wait for her to come into custom banners to get her. Now, with that being said, again, if you want to do better in POC, or maybe if you need to use her for Vulcan on the, which you don't, by the way, you don't, you need to use it for Vulcan for the new trial, then you can obviously summon for her. That's completely up to you. Now, when it comes down to the trial, just so you guys are aware, I'm not using her here. I am on Baron. You guys can see I'm not using any blessings at all. I am doing tier 9 for free to play though. Tier 10 I can do on pay to win, no problem. But this is tier 9, and I'm going to finish this up here and get you guys a guide for it as well. This is the toughest fight by far, guys. SO is the toughest fight by far. Now, when it comes down to the Shadow Monarch, I know a lot of you are going to ask questions, so I'll do a separate video on it right now. In order to get the Shadow Monarch, you are going to need to do quite a bit of grinding here in the beginning, and it's only going to mean a 1 gift. Okay, so you guys can see right here, there's missions. You go to the event section, there's a mission section. This one is just clearing a chapter. Level up Sunju New 1 time, attempt artifact increase 200 times, just attempt, it doesn't matter, just 200 times. And then right here, this is probably the hardest one, 500 keys to use. Luckily they gave us 500 keys, and if you were smart enough to hold on to them, I was luckily, you were able to use these keys later on and complete this whole mission on its own pretty quickly. So I'm going to be using these 500 keys. I'm going to unlock him, and I'm going to do a full video, guys, for you guys on the pay to win side. I think it's probably smarter because you'll probably need to know how to use them there. But right now, just so everyone is aware, he's not going to be someone you're going to be able to get quickly. It's going to take you a lot of time to get him, guys, and it's something that you're going to have to be patient about, because right now, as it stands, he is honestly pretty useless at A0, just like what's her name was, Myro. So if you plan to use her like at full capacity, you're gonna have to wait until you can I'd say probably 5 or 6 months till you can max them out. Now, I do want to just warn people, I guess let people know that I don't think it's going to take that long, only because I feel like Netmarble is eventually going to release some other ways of getting tickets outside of the current honor store. But again, that's just a theory. I'm not 100% sure whether they will or not. That's just hope. Maybe I'm coping, maybe I'm not, but I really do hope Netmarble actually gets their act together and gives us more ways to farm that, because taking a year to maximize a unit is kind of crazy, and I hope that's not actually going to be the case for us as players to wait that long. All right, guys, let me know if you plan to summon for her in the comment section. Obviously, she is incredible for the team, but whether she's a necessity or not, at the moment, as it stands, she is not a necessity. But that, of course, could change as soon as Fire becomes more of a pressing matter. And also remember, once you finish WOBL once, you can then skip it at any time that you want. And again, a guide will be coming your way as well. If you want to check out my struggles on the live stream, feel free to. We did beat Essel there, we beat Vulcan there, and we were doing Braun, but I unfortunately had to go pick up my kids and stuff, and get lunch, etc. So let me know again what you guys think in the comment sections. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.